Hi guys. So in this video, I want to talk something about managed instance advanced security rules. So we'll see which are the rules. So one, we have native virtual network implementation and connectivity to your on-premises environment using Azure Express Router VPN Gateway. So this basically it refers to the ways how you can securely and efficiently connect your Azure virtual network, that's your VNet, to your on-premises network. And the two most common methods for connecting this is Azure Express Route or VPN Gateway. And when we talk about native virtual network implementation, it means how Azure Virtual Network will allow you to create a private network in the cloud. And this means that the network will have a communication between the Azure resources. It can be VMs or the database, and it can have segmentation, isolation, and security. And also, when I'm talking about connectivity to your on-premises environment, so this means these two services, they will, by using this Azure Express Route or VPN gateway, these two services will help extend your on-premises network into the Azure cloud. Means that the data can flow securely and with the low latency. So when we talk about Azure Express Route or VPN gateway, so Azure Express Route is basically, it is a connection between your on-premises network and your Azure. And when we talk about VPN gateway, provides a secure connection between your on-premises network and Azure over the public internet. Second one is, in a default deployment, SQL endpoint is exposed only through a private IP address, allowing safe connectivity from private Azure or hybrid networks. So in this is exposed only through a private IP address. So that's what it's saying. So the private IP address. So what does this exposed only through a private IP address mean? So this SQL managed instance will only be accessible using a private IP address that resides within a virtual network, that's VNet, in the Azure. So this is basically the network address that will not be routable over the public internet. So what this particularly means is that the SQL managed instance will only be accessible by the devices or services that are within the same VNet or connected through the private network. So this means that no one can access the instance over the internet, but if they have explicit access to your VNet or via a private connection. Then the third rule is single tenant with dedicated underlying infrastructure, compute, and storage. So when we refer to this single tenant with dedicated underlying infrastructure in the context of this Azure SQL managed instance, it means that the managed instance is hosted on dedicated hardware resources that are not shared with other customers. So this setup will be different from multi-tenant models where multi-customers share the same physical resources such as virtual machines and storage. So that's all about the advanced security rules for managed instance. Thank you. Welcome to LWP Labs. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to view free Azure DevOps live classes. And for more videos like this, please contact the number shown in the description. Happy learning!